Welcome to ABC31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Congressman Ralph Abraham was scheduled as the guest speaker for today's North Rapids Business and Industry Alliance meeting, but in an effort to end the government shutdown, the delegation returned to Washington, D.C. late last night. The meeting improvised a fully interactive teleconference instead with Congressman Abraham and Senator Bill Cassidy. Both spoke about the government shutdown and other issues that affect the state. Shortly before Senator Cassidy joined the teleconference, a Senate vote occurred to end the three-day government shutdown. The government can reopen, but recently got House approval. Still, no, needs the president's signature. Local government leaders are concerned about the impact of Governor John Bel Edwards' proposed budget, which was released today, and the impending state budget fiscal cliff.
We're watching it very close. We're already assembling a team to try to make sure that we can lobby our legislators. We recognize that the state's in a financial pickle, but most of our funds that come from state government, which we used to get a lot more than we do now, is really just our share of the road tax, our share of the sales tax that goes towards gasoline.
Members of the Police Jury Association of Louisiana say protecting the parish road fund is their top priority in the upcoming legislative session. PJAL just wrapped up their 2018 annual convention in New Orleans. We are looking at a much colder night ahead than last night. Let's check in now with meteorologist Ross Whitley. Ross.
Hey, we had showers and storms move through last night and bringing us windy and cooler conditions for the day today. We did get up to 68 degrees today, even with that cold front moving through. 59 is all we got down to last night. That's actually our normal high for this time of year. And nearly an inch of rain as the showers and storms move through. I'm sure you even heard a rumble of thunder or two. We had tornado warnings just off to our west, and then as it passed through, really not a whole lot of activity severe-wise here in the state. But in Mississippi, there were a couple tornado warnings this morning. That's just the way these things go during the winter. Of course, as we go forward, we're really not talking about cold air returning just yet, but we do have more storms in the forecast, so I'll be talking about that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Ross. A Pollock prisoner pleads guilty to possession of an improvised knife. 27-year-old Torrey Griffin now faces up to 5 years in federal prison when he's sentenced in April. A prison guard at the federal facility in Pollock discovered that weapon after a pat-down last July. It was more than 6 inches long and made of metal. Avoyles deputies are seeking 3 men in connection with an attempted murder and aggravated kidnapping that's happened in the Hesmer area a week ago. They are 36-year-old Patrick Barbin of Mansoura and 28-year-old Jesse Jacobs and 30-year-old Sherwin Jacobs, both of Marksville. Deputies say they were last seen in the Hesmer area and were traveling in a white Chevy Impala with a temporary license plate. Now, all are considered armed and dangerous. Please do call your local authorities if you do know their whereabouts. Grant deputies make a shoplifting arrest in Colfax and reportedly find drugs on that suspect. They arrested 36-year-old Brittany Brumley of Natchitoches for theft, crystal meth, and remaining after being forbidden. Deputies say she took air fresheners, but had already been banned from that store because of a prior incident. The Rapids Foundation has begun conducting a community health needs assessment through a phone survey. The foundation is working with an independent research firm out of Omaha, Nebraska to complete these phone surveys with community members throughout the region.
Folks should be receiving phone calls asking them questions about health status. This is primarily to help us identify any gaps in health, gaps in services. What are the issues that are most pressing for our Central Louisiana residents? The foundation will be using this information to help us develop our programs and strategies so that we can more effectively serve the community. And as always, we will be posting the results of the survey on our website later in the year. We know that nowadays security and personal information is something that folks are concerned with. So we do want to encourage you to know that we will not be asking for any unique identifying information, primarily just information that can only be linked to health information.
That survey will be conducted through the Foundation's 9 parish service area until May. For more information, you can visit rapidsfoundation.org. Auditors say the town of Glenmore is deficient in documentation connected to 4 funds. So auditors have issued what they describe as a qualified opinion of the town's finances, which means they can't verify all of the finances. The Coliseum was a popular place to be this weekend with the Amicus PRCA Rodeo back for its 52nd year. Rodeo benefits the St. Mary's Residential Training School. For more on how you can help out the school, you can visit the Club of Alexandria on Facebook.
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is Crime Watch Daily. We get bad guys arrested. This is why heroin is such a problem, and you're part of it. You get warrants issued.
I went to meet somebody, and they're saying that you're underage.
And with your help,
the real perpetrators, they're going to be sitting in prison, and my daughter is going to be free.
you get justice served.
Very grateful for Crime Watch Daily.
Airs weekdays at 3 on KLAX TV.
After a very warm night last night, only getting down to 59 degrees, we're already below that. Currently sitting at 54 degrees. Clear skies out there. Dew points much drier. And really that's what we had. We didn't really have a cold front go through. We really had more of a dry line, something we talk about during the summer months, but not so much during the winter months. But because we don't have a huge change in air masses here, we really have a big change in moisture. So our temperature tonight with the clear skies likely dropping down into the lower 40s as opposed to the upper 50s last night. So cooler conditions around, but not cold. We're not talking about temperatures going down into the teens like what we had just several days ago. Now our surface map across the country really showing that. You see the cold front here outlined. That's what we dealt with last night and continue to move off to the east. But you notice all the greens and even some warm air being pulled into that area of low pressure even behind the cold front. So this is just dry air here, but there is some cooler air out there as well that will continue to filter in for the day tomorrow. But high pressure system that will be moving in, not Arctic air, more Pacific air than anything. So this isn't going to be very cold as we go throughout the next couple of days, but don't get too used to the warm weather. We are still in the middle of winter, and February has pretty good signs that we're going to go back to the cold. That's unfortunate, but get out there and enjoy it right now. Still some showers and storms showing up well off to our east as that cold front's draped across the area, but here across the state, not much going on. Now, what to expect tomorrow? Plenty of sunshine, but it will be breezy at times, just as what we saw this afternoon. Breezy conditions and dry out there for the day tomorrow as well. As we go into Wednesday and even Thursday, we're looking at partly sunny to even mostly sunny days, and it will still be relatively warm. Temperatures hanging out in the 60s. Just cool air behind that cold front, really not cold. And as we look at what's going on here, the reason why is because the jet stream has taken a hiatus, gone well north, and as that happens, we see plenty of warm air allowed to surge from the south. So we'll have the shower activity again by the late week, but you notice the snow showing up there and in the Rockies. That's cold air is going to continue to start moving, and as it moves in our direction toward the end of January, well, we could see thunderstorms once again, and they're already in our 7-day forecast. Forecast lows out there tonight in the upper 30s to near 40 degrees. Daytime highs tomorrow reaching the lower 60s, so another nice day. As we check out the next 3 days, staying right near the 60s, plenty of sunshine. But Friday and Saturday, that next cold front comes in, bringing a chance at storms. Still not cold air behind that, but we will see that as we move back into February. That's a look at your 7-day and your weather forecast. Scott?
All right. Thank you, Ross. How drunk is too drunk to drive? That answer may be changing soon. With more, here's Gloria Riviera.
0.08, that ever-important number on the breathalyzer, legally speaking, the blood alcohol content level that separates the drunk from the sober after cops pull you over. Now it looks like that magic number might be getting more strict, depending on where you live. The National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine in a new report urging states to lower this threshold to 0.05. The aim to cut down on alcohol-impaired driving. The reason behind more than 1 in 4 traffic deaths. Utah already on board, one of the first states in the country to adopt this new plan. These changes may take a while to hit your state, of course, but regardless of the threshold where you live, it's always a good idea to avoid driving if you have been drinking, no matter the amount. So the next time you're planning to have a drink or two, don't risk it. Have a designated driver or use that ride-sharing app. You'll thank yourself when you're sober.
Despite a long decline in cigarette smoking, millions of Americans continue to light up. The CDC reports smoking among adults went from nearly 21% in 2005 to 15.5% in 2016. Those between the ages of 25 and 44 were most likely to quit successfully during that time. Still, nearly 38 million U.S. adults smoke. Cigarettes are the leading cause of preventable death and disease in this country. Scientists are getting closer to a blood test to detect as many as 8 different types of cancer. The test from Johns Hopkins researchers called CancerSeek. It's not quite ready for public use yet, but scientists say the blood test has the potential to screen for a variety of cancers, including those of the ovary, liver, stomach, pancreas, esophagus, colon, lung, and breast. Early research shows the test may be able to pick up on tumors long before patients show any symptoms. Larger studies are still planned. If it works, scientists say the blood test could cost less than $500.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli.
Watch Gomer Pyle on The Andy Griffith Show.
Shazam!
And on Gomer Pyle.
Shazam! First to fight for right and freedom and to keep fire on earth clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine.
Watch all your favorite classic shows in one place. Watch MeTV Alexandria.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nick Frank. There's a new fire in the NSU locker room. New football coach Brad Laird brought in Brad Smiley to take over the offense. And Coach Smiley ready to return NSU to the top of the conference.
When I was here before, that winning culture was here. We competed for championships. We won championships. I've got a conference championship ring. You know, I've had a lot of guys that played for me at Trinity Valley that signed with Southland schools, and I would always show them my Southland championship ring, say, go get you one of these. And so, you know what, there's no reason in the world we shouldn't be in the mix each and every year.
Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Only one doctor brings health right to your home.
Every day is a new chance for change, and everyone can start right now.
Make an appointment with Dr. Oz. Check in for your daily checkup.
KLAX is the exclusive provider of ABC and MeTV programming here in Central Louisiana. We're the only station where you can watch new ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor, and Grey's Anatomy, just to name a few.
That's what family does. We take care of each other.
I'm proud of you.
The warmth of your love.
And if classic TV programs like Bonanza, Andy Griffin, Batman, or Carol Burnett is more your style, then MeTV's the station for you. As an advertiser, you'll want your products and services presented to these loyal viewers. Our sales team is equipped to prove we can generate new customers and new revenue for your business.
I'll tell you what, it pays to advertise.
And we have a number of low-risk advertising programs designed to prove we work. Call our media consultant team today for a no-risk assessment on how we can help you grow your business. We're ready to prove we work.